My name is Mollie Posnik, and I'm auditioning for the role of Daphna.
No, I am not even. And then this one, with a tattoo of a treble clef on her calf, the size of a tumor, which really does speak volumes about a person who wakes up and thinks, what should I do today? I know. I'll get an enormous treble clef needled into my skin. That'll be so beautiful. This one, who dresses like she was fucking conceived and live water birthed in a Talbot's. This one who, elephant in the room, but you heard her sing. Were her professors deaf? Or just lazy? Either way, she spent God knows how much money in college and in private little voice lessons in Wilmington so that she could sing like that. Only after 2 auditions to dump that dream like an unwanted baby in a dumpster. And you really want to get all women's rights with me? You can't believe I called your precious little girlfriends inferior? Well, what should I call them? Ambitious, intelligent, fucking brainiacs. All I am saying is what everyone with eyes and an IQ above 60 can see plain as day, which is that you might be an arrogant, entitled, smug little fuck, but you have options. You're smart. You are getting your PhD from the University of Chicago, and you do have all of this money. And it pains me to say it, but you are not completely atrocious looking. You could actually date a woman that was your intellectual equal. But instead, you find these tepid little Bambi creatures so that you can impose your hyper-masculine, hymognomical, totalitarian regime on them, even though you like to think you're like this super sensitive, in touch, sensitized, dork chic Chicago grad student who's uber liberal and totally devoted to the preservation of all these little cultural studies, because studying Japan is totally worthy of 5 years of intensive labor, but studying the Torah for all of 10 minutes is only worthy of total, utter, sniveling, snide disdain. If you found yourself in the middle of a rain dance, you would try to do every move perfectly, to respect every Native American who ever lived. But you find yourself in the middle of a hora, and I've seen you in the middle of a hora, and you look like you want to fucking die. If someone asks you your religion, you proudly state, I'm an atheist. But the second anyone brings up a little Israel-Palestine discussion, well, somebody get me a stopwatch and count to 10, because it won't even take that long before I hear, well, as a Jew. Because then you're a Jew. But only when you can use it to bash all other things Jewish, because somehow that makes you stand a little bit taller, doesn't it? Puts a little pep in your step. Like you're so fucking enlightened, even though you reek of fucking cliche. You haven't lit a menorah since the 90s. But hello, Facebook pictures of you in a Santa Claus hat, hoing it up next to the Christmas tree you put up in your apartment. And it was kind of obvious that for whatever reason, you actually liked wearing that cheap, fake, crushed red velvet hat with the shitty white pom-pom on the end. But maybe it wasn't the hat. Maybe it was just the fact that you got to stand under the mistletoe and smooch paper-thin cut lip melody. Amazing, dynamic, smart as shit Melody, an icon of your ideal woman. Because as we know, any woman who's actually trying to make something of her life and her intellect is only worthy of your harshest criticism. But a woman with 0 career goals and maybe 0.2 brain cells and less than no talent is a genuinely good person. And you two must be so genuinely happy. Spending time with her must be such a scintillating experience. In fact, I actually got a chance to talk with her this evening. And she does offer an intellectual feast of the mind. I can only imagine the topics of your daily conversations. Subjects like how cute she looks on the bunny hill. And how cute she looks in her Talbot secretary outfits. Or what it really all comes down to. How nice it is to fuck an ethnic-free bush. Yeah, Shlomo, you're right. Your little girlfriends aren't inferior. You are.